looking around trying to find some flat ground to make my shelter. Well, this looks like about the best place to make a shelter. It's the flattest ground I could find. This'll do. Gonna put a notch in this, help secure the rope down, like so. It'll do the trick. Like so. Make sure it's tight. So as you can see, I got my main support in the middle. Made a point in the end, keep it down in the ground. Tied it here, and then from here, just tied it to this tree, made sure it was real taut. And I angled the pole a little bit. That way it digs into the ground a little bit on an angle when you pull the line taut. And then I brought these sides in, guides for the wind. I left the back. I decided to leave the back open. I know you can peg it in here. What I decided to do is leave that there. Now I can have some ground cover here. Ground's a little bit damp. It rained yesterday. Tonight I'm doing an overnighter. So this is gonna help keep me dry. So I just attached this tie loop to the bottom of my main beam here. Okay, and tie it. See how this is going to bring the back up to give me more room inside. So I've got all this room back here, whereas before it's probably right about here. So it's definitely created more room, and it's pretty comfy. I decided to go to the 1, 2, 3, 4th tie loop, put my stake in, and then come over, put another stake. So now I have this extra area over here. So I think it's gonna work out good. Now we gotta make a fire. So what I'm doing here, I'm just leveling out the ground a little bit. I'm on a little bit of a decline, and levels out pretty good down in underneath my shelter, but where I want to make my fire, I just want to have it a little bit level, that's all. All right, now I just gotta gather some wood. So I picked up this saw from a company called Bone Valley, and it's made out of oak, so it's definitely durable, and it's been working great. It's gonna be dark in a couple hours. All right, let's go cut some wood. As the saying goes, it cuts like butter. Get as much small dry stuff as I can. Get it going in the beginning. These pine needles go up good, nice and dry. All right. It's all good and dry. One thing I like about this main branch here, this just gives a little more support. You throw your coat on the top. Actually, if I had some little branches sticking out, I could have cut them about 1 inch or 2. Then you can hang, you know, pots and pans or anything that has a strap, binoculars, whatever. I didn't do that on this one, but it works out nicely. I think I found a pretty good spot. It's pretty clear here. There's not a ton of trees. Looks pretty clear of any deadfall. You don't want any surprises at night when you're sleeping. Branch or a tree falling on you. So everything looks pretty good. It's pretty clear through here. I'm pretty happy with it. It's fairly level ground. A little bit of an incline, but you're never gonna get it perfect. It's a good spot. I'm trying to make either a seat or a little table to put stuff on. So I figured, you know, it's dead. I want to use it up. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get it so it doesn't break. Let me get to the other side if I can. All right. And not bad. Now I just have this side to do. Figure right about here. Smell of that sawdust. Smells wonderful. That worked out pretty good. Cut clean through. It's a little wet inside, but it'll do. You can see where the woodpeckers were having a go at it. here, here, and this part right here. So I'm just looking for a longer stick to hold my crane set up, to hold my pot, just a longer stick. But this branch looks pretty good, it's dead, and I can get a fork out of that, so I think I'll use this. Perfect. Now I just got to put a point on it, stick in the ground, it's up a lot higher, put my other stick across, hang my pot. Well, that should be good enough. You don't want it too pointed. All right, so let's remove this in, and voila. Let's see. It's up much higher. Last one was maybe about up to here, so that's good. That's all I wanted to do, just lift the pan up a little bit more. So I've got this long branch, and I just keep cutting pieces off of it. Here, cut this, and some of these I did. Cut this one off. It's good and dry. I took it off of that dead pine. These dead little branches come in perfect. Starting a fire, they're nice and dry. They're not too thick. So that's what you want. All right, I think it's chili time. This homemade turkey chili is just awesome. I love it. Turkey sausage, garlic, and cheese. These are so good. Put those on a stick. It's cooking up good. Check this. All right, the sausage is done. It's definitely done. Make sure it's cooked good. Yeah. He's cooked. Actually, I'm gonna cut it up and put some in here. Put it in with this chili. That's heating up good. Right. I love this dry bark, birch bark, and I'm not sure what the other one is, but it's good and dry, and it goes up quick. This is done. She is done. This right up here. Oh yeah. Good knot. Check that out. Look how delicious that is. Tell me you don't want some. A little seat. Love a little cayenne pepper in there. Putting that garlic and cheese turkey sausage in with the chili was a good move. I was getting hungry too. Must be around 5 o'clock. An owl up there, you can hear him hooting. Well, I think it's about that time to crack open a beer. Got a Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout. It's good stuff. You know, I was thinking back when I did my first overnighter camping, and I was about 11, 12 years old. I went with my friend Stefan, and his dad took us, and his little brother went, and actually we did 2 nights. And we each had a pup tent, and then his dad had like a teepee tent. I remember the first night, I believe it rained and we got wet in our tents, and then soaked. Or the next night we slept in the teepee tent. But my friend kept saying, we're roughing it, we're gonna rough it. And I thought, yeah, this is roughing it, we're soaking wet. But, so I remember the next day we went for a hike, and my friend kept telling me about this waterfall you could sit under, and it was at some brook or river. Anyways, we managed to hike there. We got to sit underneath it. It was about 4 feet tall. And what happened was, over the years, pressure from the water hitting the rock made it concave, and it smoothed it out so you could sit in there, and it was all smooth. And the waterfall would fall over you. And it was just like taking a shower. This is my first overnighter. We did 2 nights. And yeah, it was great. Great memories. Ready? Let's stuff the leaves under here. I removed most of the sticks. There's plenty of leaves here for padding. So branch under there. I want that there. Rolling around on that, I'll have a backache. I'm sure I'll have one to begin with anyways. Definitely helps. Throw some in from behind. Plenty back here. Actually, this is where I should be doing it. There you go. I'm gonna be sleeping on top of this. That should be good. Much more comfortable to sleep. All right. Lay out my bag. brought this tarp too. I could, now if I wanted to, my head's gonna be up here, so I could just do a little extra. There. That's a good sleeping bag. I bought this like 17, 18 years ago. It's a Coleman. It's Exponent series. It's called the Big Basin. And let me see here. I know there's a tag on here somewhere. It says, wherever it is. Oh yeah, I think it's in here. Yeah, right here. Coleman Exponent series, Big Basin, goes down to 0 degrees. Cold therm insulation. It's 39 by 92, so it's extra wide, extra long. I like to sprawl out when I'm sleeping, and this is great. And it actually has fleece lining inside for your feet, keeps your feet nice and toasty. And if you don't wear socks, it's really smooth to the touch, so that's a nice touch. But yeah, I mean, it's extra long, extra wide, very comfy bag. I brought my wool blanket in case I need it. Wool's great, as most people know. You know, retains the heat, even temperature. Gets wet, still retains the heat. If a spark from a fire falls on it, it won't burn up. And that's nice to know when you're sleeping. You don't want to be catching on fire when you wake up to a fire. Your sleeping bag or your tent. But wool is a good thing to bring with you. And have that just in case. It's supposed to get down to about 28 degrees. It's going to be cold. I mean, it's not brutally cold, but we've had much colder than that here. But it's still going to be chilly. I found this around my shelter. It's a deer bone. Looks like a femur. And there's another bone up above there too. The coyotes must have got at it. About that time. Roll my sleeping bag out. And hit the sack. So I'll be seeing ya. I'm beat. It's been a long afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be spring. So, thanks for watching. See you in the morning. Unless a bear gets me, nah, I'll be all set. Just kidding. Good night. Good morning. Hello. Probably don't want to see my face, but shit, I gotta get up. Fire's just about out.
Well, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for now. Thanks for joining me. You didn't miss much. My battery was almost dead. I just laid back down and went to sleep for a little while. And then got up, had some water and a granola bar, packed up and headed out. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope you learned something. If you're looking forward to seeing more, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel out. And until next time, enjoy your outdoors. And I'll see you on the next adventure.